Well, the film is about a very sort of important and famous event in Danish history. It's about sort of a revolution that happened with the Enlightenment, but it sort of happened from within, you know, the king's chambers, because the king had a doctor who was sort of a little bit of a revolutionary, and so it's about those events that happened back then.
So how did you get involved with the project?
Well, it was a story that I always liked since I was a kid, because we know about it, you know, from school and everything, and nobody had done the story before. So I thought it would be interesting to be the one to get to make it. I just thought the story was fascinating. It was it had passion, you know, romance, love story. It had you know, the big sort of revolutionary Enlightenment aspects. It had politics. So I thought it was a perfect idea for a film.
Well, it's been so well received. You have a Golden Globe nomination, an Academy Award nomination. What did that feel like?
Well, it's every time it's a little bit of a surprise, because you don't quite expect anything. So I think when we started, I think the first sort of a big thing that happened for us was at the Berlin Film Festival last year, where we got a couple of awards, and I was very surprised by that, happily. And then it sort of traveled and just kept building and everything, and now the Academy Award nomination, the Globe nomination, and I don't really know, you know, why specifically for this film it has happened. I couldn't tell you, but of course, I mean, I did my very best, and I'm so happy that and honored that all this has happened.
Well, I mean, you have such a great background as well. You wrote the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and is this your first time at the award ceremonies ever?
Yes, it is. Yeah. It's the first time I go. My mother is Greek, and she's from Mytilene, you know, Lesbos, and she went to Denmark. She married a Danish man, my father.
Very nice. Do you speak Greek at all?
Yes, I do. I speak Greek.
Give us a little bit of Greek.
Τι θες να πω?
Τι θες?
Καλά, μιλάω ελληνικά, αλλά δεν ξέρω όλες τις λέξεις, αλλά μιλάω αρκετά έτσι. Μπορώ να μιλήσω με την οικογένεια μου όταν πηγαίνω.
How often do you go to Greece? Do you visit Mytilene?
Yes, every year. Actually, we have a very nice house in the hills on the other side of the island from the capital. And I go every year with my entire family. I go visit my aunts and uncles and cousins. You know, I have a big Greek family, obviously, and so I love to be there. I go there every year. I'm in Denmark, you know, I live there.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do. I'm actually in LA for about a year, but I normally live in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Are you in LA to work on another project?
Yes, I actually am. I'm working on 2 American films, but I can't yet tell you what it is.
Darn, okay. Can you give us anything on it?
Well, I can actually tell you about one of them. Is a big sort of epic crime thriller based on a Don Winslow novel called Power of the Dog. So I'm writing the script for that, and I'm going to direct that. That's one of them.
Being that you were inspired by the story of a royal affair, do you think you'd ever take on a Greek mythological story?
Absolutely. I mean, there's so much in Greek history, and Greek mythology. If you want to get good ideas for films, that's a great place to dig. But I haven't yet sort of thought what it would be. And another problem is that I would love to do it in actual Greek, and it's a little hard with the financing these days, you know, to make Greek films. One of my real, you know, big dreams is to come to Greece and shoot a movie there at one time.